Hey guys, what's up? It's Sab. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sab. Welcome back to my channel, #Sab. If you guys are new here, I'm essentially documenting my journey to living my best life. So I filmed things about my vision board, just getting in the best shape of my life through Orange Theory Fitness, my weight loss journey, what I eat in a day vlogs, beauty vlogs, fashion vlogs, all that kind of stuff. So if that seems like something that you're interested in, make sure that you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you guys know as soon as I upload, because YouTube ain't gonna tell you. So if you're interested, click it up. Today I'm actually participating in a really cool collab. It's really awesome because it's not just Weight Watchers or keto or macros or calorie counting. It's actually the weight loss community that is participating in this collab. And my lovely friend Barrett, who's following the Weight Watchers plan, she put this collab together and has been working hard to make sure that we're all on the same page, that everybody's got the same communication, and so on and so forth. So her and a bunch of other awesome people are participating. I'm gonna leave all of their links down below so that you guys can go check them out. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the questions. So question number one, how old am I? I'm 33 years old, and I just found out that I'm 5'6", not 5'5", thick thighs with my brown eyes. I'm gonna have to come up with a new rhyme. I literally thought I was 5'5" forever, but I just found out at the doctors I'm 5'6". So my starting weight was about around the 230 mark, and I got down to 195. And then unfortunately, with the passing of my mom this last November, I kind of just took a halt break from dieting, and I gained about 16 pounds back, or actually more than that, because I was 216 pounds was what my next realm has been. My ultimate goal weight, I don't really have an ultimate goal weight because I really just want to focus on how I feel and how my clothes fit. I think that the scale can kind of create a lot of animosity, and I've even discovered this in my recent journey. Like, I am back down to the size that I was when I was at 195, but my weight has not fluctuated. And so I think sometimes it's like you get stuck on a certain number on the scale and you feel defeated if you don't get there. So for me, I'm basing kind of my journey to better health and fitness on how I feel and how I feel like I look. So what part of my body do I feel most self-conscious about? I would probably have to say my tummy. I have had 2 kids, and I think that even prior to my kids, I always had kind of a little bit of a tummy, even when I was in like the best shape of my life. So I don't feel super self-conscious, but I do think that if I had to pick something, that would probably be what it is. So this question is, you know, depending on how much weight I've lost, how did it change my appearance? So again, I think, you know, initially I was about 230 and I got down to 195, and I will go ahead and put a before and after here. My body extremely changed, I mean, for the better. And then current state, I will put my before and after here from when I restarted to now. There's only a 3-pound difference in these photos, but I feel like I am somebody who builds muscle really easily. So my body shrinks up and tones up quite quickly. And so I just instantly kind of start to look slimmer once I've started to kind of work out. I really have noticed that working out for me is almost better than dieting because of the fact that I'm able to build and tone my muscle quickly. So what is my best tip for drinking more water? I say get yourself a bigger jug. I have a ginormous jug, and I would say it's literally the thing that helps me complete. It is a 64-ounce jug. I fill that sucker up once. I literally drink that sucker down, and then I know I at least have 64 ounces. And then if I fill it twice, then I'm at least at, you know, at least half of my body weight. So I would say get yourself a bigger jug. That is what helps me. It's what always has helped me. Because if I'm just calculating like bottles of water I'm drinking, I just struggle with that. So do I do YouTube full time? It's kind of a catch-22. So I'm actually a stay-at-home mom. And I've always kind of done YouTube on the side, and I would still consider YouTube a side priority for me. For those of you guys that have not followed my story forever, I essentially lost both of my parents. I have now adopted my 3 younger siblings, and I have 2 daughters and myself. So I've got 5 kids in my house. Very complicated situation. So I did quit my full-time career to become a stay-at-home mom. So they are really my #1 priority. And social media kind of takes the back burner, but I do say, I guess if I had to say I had a job, it would be social media. What state do I live in? I live in the state of Washington, the good old Pacific Northwest. Does it upset me when people thumbs down or leave a bad comment? I would say the thumbs down, upset isn't really the right word, but I think sometimes I wish, because I'm a very I feel like I'm a very self-aware person for the most part. So when I see a thumbs down, I just get I have like a lot of questions in my head, like what made that person thumbs down? Was it frustration? Was it that I gave inaccurate information? You know, what was their perception of me? Are they jealous? Like I mean, a million things go through my mind of like, what could I have done differently to not get that thumbs down? I don't usually ever beat myself up. I just wish that sometimes the thumbs down came with proper commentary, or like that you knew who did it so that you could reach out to them and say, hey, like, what happened? Like, what could I have done differently? Like, ask for feedback. As far as comments, I never get bummed out by comments. The only negative feedback I've really ever had in a comment form has been from somebody who has never regularly commented on my video. So I would consider them just essentially a troll. Like, they just pop in, say their negativity, and then it just becomes irrelevant to me, because most of the time it's just really rude and like, bro, you've never even like been around, so who are you to even have an opinion? I just kind of wash it off. I don't ever delete comments, but most people will attack other people if they are negatively commenting on my thing, and they usually just, I think, delete themselves. I don't know. How do I give myself a pep talk after a bad day in life? I think, you know, there's this quote that I came across, and it basically said, you know, it's not about staying positive every single day, but it's knowing that on a bad day that there's like a better day to come. And I think that's how I live my life, and I've learned to live my life. I have had a lot of ups and downs with depression and things in my life. Luckily, I'm on the up and up, and I haven't really struggled with that in my recent years, but I think because I have been at a really low point, I really take pride and like joy in having great days and finding the positivity in things. I think we all can get negative from time to time, but for me, it's just, you know, thinking about what I'm grateful for in the moment and what I do have and how far I've come is kind of what keeps me going. Do I exercise regularly? Of course I do. Your girl just started Orange Theory Fitness. I've been doing it for 5 weeks now, and I absolutely freaking love it. I have not beat going more than 4 times. My body is just still getting used to it, you guys. It's so intense that I have to take days off because I'm so sore. And I really have a hard time if I can't give 110% when I am in a class. So I love it though. Orange Theory Fitness is a high intensity interval training. It's taught by a coach. You do about 25 minutes of tread, and then a combination of rowing and weight room. So you do a lot of strength training. Some days are heavy lifting, low reps. Some days are light weights and lots of reps. I mean, it's like literally the best workout in the world, and I'm always really, really sore. So yes, love some OTF. Do I ever sneak food or not count it? You know, whether it's points, calories, carbs, whatever. Current state, no. I think I really struggled with this. If you guys have been following me for a long time, I was on Weight Watchers for 4 months, and then I really got stuck on the number on the scale, and I was doing weigh-ins at meetings, and I had never gained, and then when I started to gain, I started to freak out because I felt like I was this like person that was like invincible on the internet that couldn't gain weight, and I was following the plan strategically, and then I just really struggled with myself and not being able to get that result. So I was doing a lot of crazy things. I was, you know, essentially starving myself or binging and purging, and I just didn't have a healthy relationship with food at all. And at those times, yeah, I would eat things and not, you know, I was all over the place with that kind of stuff. I think my current state now is like, it just doesn't, the scale doesn't really matter. And I think at the end of the day, you're only like, you are only in a battle with yourself. So if you decide to eat an entire package of Oreos, like that's on you. Like you have to live with that. And so for me, and it's not even about like you living with it, but it's like your health. For me, I think right now my health is my #1 priority. And so making better food choices is really what's most important to me. What can I eat to effectively gain energy for my intense workouts? Like what can I eat so that when I'm going to bed at night, I have a relaxing, like deep sleep? Like, you know, what can I do to better my health? Because I want to physically feel better. And I also want balance in my life. Like I want to be able to enjoy beer. I love beer. I want to be able to, you know, occasionally enjoy Oreos. So for me, it's about, you know, kind of that balance in how you treat yourself and that self-love journey that you're on, and listening to yourself and really identifying like what your body and your mind needs, because sometimes your body doesn't need sugar, but sometimes your mind needs a cookie. Your mind just doesn't need an entire package of cookie, and neither does your body. So it's just trying to mesh both of those together. And I'm definitely not perfect. I am still trying to figure that journey out for myself. And, you know, it is what it is. But current state, no, I don't. I have in the past, but I have now. I just don't have that kind of a relationship where it would be sneaking anything. It would just be, I ate it and then let's move on. And then the last one was just a fun one. I've actually shouted her out before. I absolutely, like, I'm obsessed with her, but somebody that I watch outside of my niche. So my niche is essentially mostly weight loss, I would say, but I just think that I'm trying to live my best life, and I'm not, like, weight loss just doesn't define me. So I think, you know, I love makeup, I love fashion, I love food, and I just kind of want to combine all of those things together. But I would say somebody who is outside of my niche 100% is truly Jeana, which I will leave her channel down below as well. She does primarily fashion vlogs. She's got such a really cool, like, black and white aesthetic, and I just, and she's also like, definitely like a mid-size or average size girl. So I really relate to her because she just is always wearing things that are on trend, and she doesn't have like a stick figure model body. Like she has a full figure body, but she's not plus size, and that's me. I'm not plus, but I'm also not petite. I'm like right in the middle. I'm average size, I'm mid-size. So I originally found Jeana when I was looking for mid-size girls, because I realized this was like a term on the internet, like mid-size girl. I was like, that's me. I'm not plus, but I'm also not like regular. I'm like, or like small. I'm mid-size. I'm like in between like plus and regular girls. And I feel like, you know, Jeana is definitely thin, but she is structured more like a mid-size girl. And I absolutely love that. So check her out, and make sure you guys tell her that I sent you if, you know, you do check her out. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I loved participating in this collab. Again, everybody else's videos or channels will be linked below, and make sure you guys check them out, subscribe, show them some love, and I will see you guys in the next video.